Hi everybody. So my name is Todd Scarlett, and I wanted to do this video because I know people couldn't make the parent night when we had it last week, and just wanted to give you basically the same presentation that I gave last week. So this is me and my family. I have two sons, Sam and Oliver. This is Sam right here, the older one. The big event last summer, or this last summer, was he broke his arm, unfortunately. He broke his arm in two places on his near his elbow, and it required surgery and physical therapy and all this. So that was a big event. Oliver is my younger guy. He's really into soccer, and all he's been talking about was he wants to continue on with Cub Scouts because being in third grade, this is the year that they learn about knife safety. So that's been on his mind lately. I opened the school, so I've been teaching for 17 years. I have a master's in math from NIU. And these three things I think about often. Now, I definitely want your child to be happy, which means I don't want them to be trying to struggle through the homework at 9:30 p.m. at the dining room table, crying. That is the absolute last thing I want. So I need to tell the students this more often, but I've told them many times already that I don't want them to spend any more than a few minutes on a single problem before stopping to take a break, reaching out to a friend for help, or reaching out to me for help. So the idea that they're supposed to spend many, many minutes looking at a problem and not making any progress should not happen. Something needs to change. I really do care about them being happy, but at the same time, I want them to be challenged in math. And sometimes those two things oppose one another. And to get better at math, we have to push ourselves and challenge ourselves. So they're going to be faced with some tough math problems that might not always make them very, very happy, but hopefully we can overcome those challenges and they will end up feeling confident in math, and confidence just breeds more confidence. So Honors Pre-Calculus is a great class. First semester, there's a lot of algebra, and the big theme for semester one is to connect the algebraic function with its graph. So when students see a graph, they think of the function, and they see a function, they think of the graph. Those two things are really connected. And second semester is all about trig. I also teach the trig class at ECC, and their trig class, which is Math 114, the curriculum is practically identical to our second semester trig class here. So they're getting a lot of trig, starting with something called the unit circle. We connect that to right triangle trig, which is SOHCAHTOA. We talk about graphs, and along with the graphs, we model real world situations with trigonometry. And then we extend trig to talk about something really different, polar coordinates, which instead of a cross or a coordinate plane where you plot points, you just have a bunch of concentric circles where you plot ordered pairs. So something like airplane pilots would see on their radar. This is a prep class for calculus, and the calculus teachers have told us for years that students understand the calculus ideas, but not everybody gets an A or a B. So why not? And the reason is the algebra strength. The algebra is the language that they use to communicate the calculus ideas. And if the algebra is not strong, then that accounts for the grades hurting for next year for calculus. So again, back to semester one, all algebra, lots of algebra. So this will hopefully prepare the students really well for next year. And then also the trig, for next semester, just the first month and a half or so, if they can do really well with just the first month and a half next semester, then they should be really well for calculus next year. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Let's see here. No work, no credit. Well, that's something I say on every quiz and every test. No work is no credit. That's just, they have to support their final answer with work. They have to. And some problems are just maybe too maybe some problems they don't have to, and that's just a judgment call that I will make. But for the most part, they had to show their work. And I tell the students, if you're doubting, should I show my work for this one or should I not? The answer is yes, just show your work. Always err on the side of showing work. Let me show you a couple of things. We use, I use student Desmos a lot. That's a great way to communicate with the students, but I just want to show you, make 2 more points and then I'm going to be done. Page. So this is what our Canvas page looks like from the student's perspective. And there's a to-do list here. They can X them out as they go by. I don't X them out because I rarely go to this view. But today is September 1st. They have a quiz today, so that should be popping up. And the test is scheduled for September 16th. And then I try to really keep this up to date with homework assignments that are coming up. If they miss a class, they should click on this, the link to the current module, and that will take them to this page, which has every day with just the notes. A lot of teachers are doing this, so this is nothing that groundbreaking. But the way that I identify the file, HPC, so Honors Pre-Calc, this is August 27th. So that's, if you miss that day, go there. But what a lot of students are not doing, or I'm not sure, the very top is helpful videos. And I think this is going to be really helpful. I went to YouTube and I just found some videos that pertain to what we're doing in class. For instance, finding the domain and range without a graph is kind of a challenging skill, but this video does a pretty good job of explaining how to do that. So the notes that we do in class, the homework, plus this video, it should be that should be sufficient to do well. Lastly, Khan Academy. Khan Academy is free, and this is for everybody. For SAT, the juniors are 33 weeks away from the SAT. Sophomores are 90 weeks away. If you're the parent of a freshman, then they are 142 weeks away. Even if you're a parent of a senior, seniors are going to take a placement exam when they go to college, and the placement exam is really, really similar to the SAT. So all students can benefit from what I'm about to say right now. The SAT is owned by the College Board, and the College Board is partnered up with Khan Academy, which is a free site. So what we need to do, like right now, is to go to Khan Academy, go to SAT prep, and then what your son or daughter needs to do is log in to their College Board account, which they have one. They have one because they've taken a practice exam already. So they log into their College Board account, and what that does is it'll feed Khan Academy all the practice exams that your son or daughter has done. And then Khan will know where they are strong and where they are weak. So when they click on math to start practicing for the SAT, Khan Academy won't give them questions that your son or daughter are strong in, because it won't waste their time. It'll start feeding them questions where they are weak, and it will help them improve their scores. It really will improve their scores. And because Khan Academy is tied with College Board, they're giving them real SAT questions, not just guesses from a math teacher, but actual SAT questions from the author of the SAT tests, the authors, I should say. There's been a lot of people have been tracking this, and the claim a few years ago was that if you spend 20 hours going on Khan Academy SAT prep, it'll increase your score by 100 points or like 115 points. So this should be a no-brainer. This is like eating your vegetables and exercising all at once. The students should be on here 1 hour a week. And I say this to my kids a lot too. You're in Honors Pre-Calc, that's an advanced class. You should do well on the SAT, but that doesn't mean you will do well. You have to prepare for this SAT. And this site is free. It's giving you real SAT questions that are tailored, personalized to you. So it should be done. But if I did meet you, it was very nice to meet you. If not, I hope to see you sometime before the year ends. Please email me if you have any questions, and looking forward to a great school year.